Well, hi Cancer, and welcome to Silky Intuitive. My name is Nancy. It's early on Saturday morning. Uh, Immediately, what am I getting for today? Relaxed and very hot. Very, very, very hot. We are going to be baked for early June. It's going to be way too hot. We're going to be setting records all over the Midwest today. So, good luck to everybody here in the States. Not only is there drama in Washington, D.C., but we are about to suffer an incredibly harsh reality for summer. So, I'm inside, it's cool where I'm at, and we're working. This is a reading. Thank you for letting me get that little bit of a rant off of my chest. Now, let's talk, guys. So, this is for sign of Cancer. The week of June 11th through 18th. I promise I'll only do that once. 2017 for the week. General, over at my Vimeo channel, you'll be able to find your weekly love reading. And let's take a look. Let's see what we've got here. First, I've got my Oracle book, and I'm going to choose a page. Also, if you want a reading meant just for you, your questions, your concerns, your birth sign information, as you know, I like to zero right in. That's not really me. That is my guide. He tells me what to say, and I've kind of given up on the chance of making things so general that they can appeal to everyone. That's just impossible, especially the way my messages get delivered to me. And so you guys have to take the information for what it's worth, but understand that when we do a private reading for you, we're going to zero right in on what we think, what we feel, and it comes from my source. So, now, source, please show me to the page. Okay. See, my source is a friend from childhood. Actually, he was someone very special to me. We never got to finish out our karma, and it never happened. He's on the other side now, so we play every day. Now, it says here that you have selected the Ace of Spades. The question is here. Can you live without something? What is it going on in your life right now, Cancer? You're being asked, can you live without it? Is it a person? Is it a relationship? Is it a work situation? I don't know where I'm being guided. I'm going here, this deck, and isn't that interesting? The Ace of Spades is on the deck that I'm going to use for your love reading. So what I'm going to do is just turn that Ace of Spades over. It is the Ace of Swords, but this is the deck of ordinary playing cards, and that's what you've drawn. Very interesting. I think we may have a crossover reading today. Can you live without it? Now, I've had a day. Oh, no, actually, it's been about a 15-hour period since I've held the cards in my hand. And so I'm thinking we'll give it a few good rifles here for Cancer. What am I getting for Cancer right away? First, we've got the question. Let's examine it for a second. What is it that you're being asked to live without? First card up is about clarity, victorious in nature, successful. It's a conquering feeling. Well, let's see what we've got here, because I'm getting some mixed The Knight of Swords. That's interesting. And, okay, what have we got there? That's too many, so I'm going to take them from here. We're going to go the pyramid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael is already talking to me. All right. It's early. It's early. Okay. All right. The cards that were left at the bottom were these 2 cards. Okay. The Death card. And the 10 of Pentacles. Money. Family money. I wonder if someone in your family has passed on cancer. And there is a rebirth or a question around a family issue. Inheritance, stocks, bonds that maybe parents held, parents passed on, and now it's passed on to you. It feels like there's some matter that may pass this week connected to family money in one way or another. Let's take a look first at what we've got here. The Queen of Swords, the Tower, the Ace of Cups, and I don't read reversals, the 2 of Cups, the Star, and the Ace of Swords. Again, 3 Ace of Swords. So we're working with a lot of communication, and a lot of communication that's clear this week. We are looking at facts. I think it is connected to a family issue of some kind. It may be even talking to an issue that is related to your partner or spouse, but it can also talk about relationships, brothers, sisters, endings, maybe a mother that has recently passed on. Feels very much like it's connected. It's definitely connected to some sort of a tragic end, as if maybe somebody's spouse suddenly passes on. Well, now that would have already been a passing that's happened. Absolutely, because we're already passing through the tragic ending, and we're looking forward now. Because some of you have already passed through the process of grief. We already have life feeling more relaxed, more optimistic maybe than it had in the past. It may be a situation that you've already let go of. Some of you have already let go of the situation. That's connected here to the Death card. So I think that the ending now is showing signs of new beginnings. I think that new beginning, for those of you who have been dealing with a family issue, a contract, a legacy of some kind, stocks, bonds, bank accounts, anything like that. I think what is happening here is that something new comes to light. You may have already settled up all of Mom's money, everything that she left for you, the house, the cars, everything has been sold and split, and the debts were paid, and everything now that was part of that grieving process, the part of closure, has already passed by. This is a new situation that's being brought to light. It is concerning money. There's a rebirth around that. Now, I'm going to say, at some point, there may have been a separation between brothers and sisters, family members. I think at some point during this process, there were some tragic endings as far as family relationships go. Bad feelings between siblings, a separation, maybe somebody not wanting to follow through with their part. Maybe everything was put on to cancer to handle, to manage, and no one else wanted to participate. This is a situation where it's all coming around again. It's a pretty good enlightenment, and maybe there will be a healing of some family situations here that may have been broken apart because of, because of distrust. Again, it feels very much like only a handful of people were doing their part, as with any family situation, my loves. Yeah, and it's a situation where healing is a definite possibility if you're willing to allow the healing in. There's a period of time, and maybe not even this week. This may be the week where energy starts to show up, because these situations, lordy, take a lot of freaking time to work themselves through. And this may be some enlightenment that comes through even 7 years after the fact I'm getting. I'm hearing between 4 and 7 years for some of you. This is a situation long time past. But whether you know it or not, there's a matter of inheritance that's coming through for some of you. It means healing associations between brothers and sisters, family members, even friendships that were somehow involved. Separations gone on, but now we're rebuilding the situation, and there's a reawakening, a rebirth of the situation for someone. I think during this period of time, as the situation becomes apparent, I can say that it's an opening. I'm not going to say, bam, you're going to have clear communication with someone who the freaking floor fell out 5 years ago. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say there's a hairline crack in the opening. A little bit of light shining through. That healing can begin here. It's the darkest before the dawning of the new day. That's what the Star card is. So, healing can happen in your situation. But, it's not going to be a healing overnight. This situation, even though someone's loved one may have experienced a very sudden and tragic passing, we have taken a hell of a long time to get to this place. Again, this is referring not to something coming. This is a passing that's already happened, possibly even years ago. It's a possibility. But the fallout between family members can definitely be healed here, Cancer. First of all, we've got the Militare. For some of you, this is someone's military pension, police. He's like I'm feeling like a deceased police officer where there's been some struggle over a pension, a widow's pension. The Domestico. Straight up, if this is your situation, the situation can be handled by a lawyer. And I'm hearing this is a lawyer that specializes in situations dealing with the military. It'd be really good in the situation if you're dealing with a policeman. He's very good. This person, is it a male energy? Are we sure? Amore. Now, this was a loved one's situation. A spouse. I'm going to say, for someone, this was a same-sex partnership. I almost hear two soldiers or two policemen together in a situation, and one of them was suddenly stricken and taken away of the earthly realm. And now there feels like there's this opening up of a situation that you once thought was closed. And I think that there is a rectification. Is that a word? There's a significant change, let's say, or a reawakening of the situation for someone. And that's what I've got for you around your general reading for next week. I know my readings get specific, guys. That's the way the messages come, and I have learned not to fight it anymore. So, if you want a reading meant just for you, reach out to me. We can kind of zero in sometimes on what the situation is. And if you are wanting your love reading, I'm going to go over to Vimeo and do that now. So, that's what I've got for you guys. Have a good week. And until next week, Cancer, take care, be well, and peace.